welcome to this special edition of Rajya Sabha Television Question Hour from the Parliament House complex, where we get you important questions, important unstart questions asked by the members of the Rajya Sabha and the answers given by the government. So today we get you important questions and answers pertaining to the Ministry of Commerce, Civil Aviation, Home Affairs and also Petroleum. And joining me is my colleague Vishal Bhaiya.
Well, thank you, Kriti. Thank you so much. So we'll bring to our viewers those important unstart questions which do pertain to a very, important topics from several ministries. So let's start the process. Let's begin with the first question, Kriti.
So Vishal, Vijala Satyanathan has asked whether it is a fact that Air India will look at ways to boost its revenue through a slew of measures such as increasing ancillary and cargo earnings as well as rationalizing catering.
Well, the concerned minister, that's the Civil Aviation Minister Jayant Sinha, goes on to answer this question in written form, that is, by saying that Air India has taken various measures to boost or increase its revenue, including ancillary revenue and cargo earnings. These measures include preferred seat selection, prepaid baggage allowance, get up front offer and update for sure. Also, the website promotion of related services like hotel bookings, onboard duty-free sales on international wide-body flights and profit-linked incentive scheme for agents. So all these are the measures which have been taken by Air India to try and boost its revenue in one way or the other. The next one, Kriti, is from Harshvardhan Singh Dungarpur, who goes on to ask the government so how many airports are there in the country where no takeoff or landing of flights take place, and how much amount of money government has to spend annually on the maintenance of such airports.
Well, MOS Civil Aviation Jayant Sinha has answered this question, and he says that there are 28 airports of Airports Authority of India where no takeoff or landing of flights take place. An Airport Authority of India has spent 4.85 crore on maintenance of these airports during the financial year 2017-18. Now, Ministry of Civil Aviation has launched regional connectivity in October 2016 with the objective to stimulate regional air connectivity to currently underserved or unserved airports by making it affordable. The revival of airstrips or airports is demand-driven, depending upon the firm commitment from airline operators as well as from the state government for providing various concessions. 17 underserved and 56 unserved airports have been identified in the first and second round of bidding under RCS Udan for their revival. Out of these, 30 airports have been revived so far.
Well, that is quite an impressive number, Kriti, given the fact that RCS Udan has been a very significant scheme for the government as far as ensuring air connectivity to larger areas is concerned.
Well, that's right, Vishal. Now, moving on to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry now. So, Parimal Nathwani has asked whether it is a fact that no mechanism has been put in place to incubate innovative ideas at home, which is India, of course.
Well, to this question of the Rajya Sabha member Parimal Nathwani, the concerned minister C.R. Chaudhary goes on to say that the government has taken various steps to build an ecosystem for innovation in the country and thereby to promote innovation and inventions. Now, the steps undertaken include the National IPR Policy 2016, which was adopted on 12th of May 2016 as a vision document to guide future development of IPRs in the country. The Patent Rules 2003 and the Trademark Rules 2002 have also been amended, whereby the IP processes have been re-engineered to streamline them and make them more user-friendly. Manpower in the intellectual property offices has also been augmented significantly through creation of new posts, and this has a direct impact on reducing pendency of patent applications. Special provisions have also been made for startups and MSMEs. So quite a few number of measures which have been taken by the government here. Next one, Kriti, is from Narayan Lal Pancharia, who goes on to ask the government whether it has any mechanism to protect the interests of exporters against the risk of non-realization of export proceeds due to commercial, political or other causes.
Well, exports have been in the focus area of the government for quite some time now, and MOS Commerce C.R. Chaudhary has answered this question, and he says that Government of India has set up a premier export credit agency in 1957 which provides export credit insurance to Indian exporters against commercial and political risk. In the recent budget, Government of India has approved capital infusion of 2,000 crore rupees into Export Credit Agency over a period of 3 years from financial year 2017-18 to financial year 2019-20. Capital infusion of 50 crore rupees has been infused in financial year 2017-18 and capital of 1,450 crore rupees and 500 crore rupees is slated to be infused in 2018-19 and 2019-20 respectively. So certainly an important step here by the government to boost exports.
It is indeed.
And for the exporters as well. Now moving on, Anubhav Mohanty has asked whether any ground level survey has been conducted to get a feedback from the users of the Ujjwala Yojana about the difficulty faced by them in getting the connection or refill thereafter.
Well, Kriti, to this question, the Minister concerned, Dharmendra Pradhan, says that the government has launched an initiative, namely Pradhan Mantri LPG Panchayat, which is an interactive communication platform to sensitize the rural LPG users on various subjects like safe usage of LPG, its benefit to environment, women empowerment and women health. And also use the forum to motivate the consumers to use LPG regularly as a clean cooking fuel in order to have a convenient, easy and effective way to enable the citizen to provide their feedback. A unique toll-free telephone number 1-800-233-555 is in operation through call centers on industry basis. So clearly there are several steps which have been taken, and for more on this we have with us the Member of Parliament himself, Anubhav Mohanty, who asked this question, and my colleague Kriti Mishra spoke to him.
That's right, Vishal. So Mr. Mohanty is joining us on the show right now, and let's ask him. Sir, you've been asked a very important question and the government has given an elaborate answer. Are you satisfied with the answer?
See, you also know my reply, and everybody would agree with me that the answer that the government has given, you can find it, you can Google it on the net, and anyone can find it on the net, and it's just a statement from the policy of the government itself. There's no proper answer to my question, and the government has just tried to fool around with the answers to me. I'm not that satisfied. I'm not at all satisfied, I can say. I'm absolutely not satisfied.
The government has also given the helpline number.
Yeah, I know the helpline number is there, but I just want to say a few things as I'm concerned about this particular question very much. Government is trying to spend a lot of money in promoting this Ujjwala Yojana, a flagship program of the government, and they are saying that we are honoring women, we are honoring ladies, those who deserve respect, and we want to give them a smokeless cooking life. By providing them free cylinders and all, absolutely free. There's no money involved in it. But if I tell you the exact thing, that people are actually not getting, the beneficiaries are actually not getting it in free of cost. You have to spend a good amount legally and illegally too. People are looting them, and actually the party cadres, they have been given the responsibility to deal with all these things, which is creating a lot of corruption and which is creating a lot of problem in the country. And a lot of ladies, because I have visited personally in many places in Odisha. I'm from Odisha, so I will say about Odisha. When I visit so many rural places, I interact with people. I interact with mothers, with women, with sisters, everyone. And everyone speaks about the same thing, the same query, that they are being asked about some extra money from the people, those who are giving them, and they are from the government's party line. So it's very wrong to say that it's a famous one, it's a successful one. I will say that this Yojana, जिस तरह से इसको प्रमोट किया जा रहा है, जिस तरह से इसको सक्सेसफुल बोला जा रहा है, जो चित्र लाया जा रहा है भारत की जनता के सामने, that is absolutely wrong, I can say. It is not that successful.
Right. Thank you so much for talking to Rajya Sabha Television and putting your views forth.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that was Anubhav Mohanty who asked that question regarding the LPG scheme. And the next one in the line of questions is from MP Virendra Kumar, who asked the government how grave are the Maoist Naxal activities in the country. Quite an important one, Kriti.
That's right, Vishal. The government has answered that left-wing extremism situation in the country has been improving consistently and is now well under control. Currently, 30 districts in 7 states are most affected by LWE violence. These 30 districts contributed 88% of violent incidents and 94% of deaths in 2017. Resolute implementation of the National Policy and Action Plan by the central and state governments has resulted in considerable improvement of the situation, both in terms of reduction of violence and in terms of geographical area spread. The number of violent incidents has come down to 908 in 2017 from a high of 2258 in 2009. The geographical spread of violence has also shrunk considerably. That's a good piece of news, Vishal.
Well, yes, indeed, that does mean a lot when it comes to ensuring that development and peace goes hand in hand in these areas which were affected by the left-wing extremism.
That's right. So the next question has been asked by Derek O'Brien, and he asks, India's female labour force participation rate in the past 4 years and the global share of women in the labour force.
Well, that again is an important one when it comes to the employment and unemployment data with regards to the women labour force. And the Labour Minister here, Santosh Kumar Gangwar, goes on to answer this question by saying, as per the results of available labour force surveys on employment, unemployment conducted by Labour Bureau, Ministry of Labour and Employment, the estimated labour force participation rate for females aged 15 years and above on usual status basis in the country during the years 2011-12, 2012-13, 2013-14 and 2015-16 respectively was 30%, 26.5%, 31.1% and 27.4%. As per the modeled estimates of International Labour Organization ILO, the global share of women in the labour force was 39.29% in 2017. The government is also providing training to women workers through a network of women industrial training institutes, national vocational training institutes and regional vocation training institutes to ensure that their employability skills are improved and they do get employment in various sectors. So these are the various data, Kruti, which goes on to show what is the employability scenario for women labour force. So, well, Kruti, that was a very detailed answer as far as the women labour force was concerned, and that's all we have for our viewers in this segment of the question hour. We'll take a short break here, and on the other side of the break, our colleagues Akhilesh Suman and Arvind Singh will bring you some more important questions and their answers in Prashn Kaal. Stay tuned.